Alright, welcome back everybody. I've actually been sitting here a while looking at everything running, and I'm continuing to notice this light oil problem because I want faster yellow science, and we're not getting the light oil for that. So what I want to do is try to figure out this logistical problem, and I started to do it on my own before recording, but I might as well, think it through on the air. Well, not really on the air, but while being recorded. So I'm gonna queue that up. I'm actually gonna cancel this other stuff just because I want to get to this. But I'm already starting to think through the logic. So right now, here's what I've done. I'm thinking about hydrogen, right? It comes in here. I changed up some of the splitters so that the priorities can be done correctly. So like the first splitter is just gathering the two inputs. It's prioritizing X-ray cracking input, which should be empty right now because we're not X-ray cracking any light oil. We're actually using all the light oil. Okay, next thing is science. So it's prioritizing science over anything else that hydrogen might be used for. Next is, well, this isn't set up, but I think I want to prioritize this, which would be like energy, hydrogen fuel rods, basically hydrogen fuel rods, yeah. Okay, but there's a fourth option, and that's going to be this, what are we calling this? Refinement. So this is going to go off somewhere and do the whole refinement thing. Now, the other thing we got to decide is where to do this. Do you think there's room here? I mean, there could be. I mean, one obvious change is just to move the output of hydrogen from X-ray cracking, like, so that it's something like this. That should save a lot of room. And maybe we do it in here. Now, I know it needs coal input, so that's an interesting detail. But there's coal right here, so that's nice. Although, if there's coal right here, maybe we should do it down here. I'll try to do it up here. Okay, it's going pretty fast. The research is going fast because it's not using yellow science. In fact, now that we're not making yellow science, this might eventually back up and start using light oil for X-ray cracking. But that doesn't really change the fact that we do have a problem on our hands. So I guess I'll start setting up kind of this coal miner. I think what I'll probably do is set up coal miners, but then have like the coal that's not used go into a tower or something like that. Because we did start doing logic towers last episode. Alright, so maybe I'll bring all these together here and go up and over like that. I'll worry about the speed of the belts later. You can see my personal logistics drones doing their job well. Resupplying me with belts. So then we'll have, let's see, we'll have hydrogen and coal sort of ready to be used here. If I can even shift it lower. Let me check the recipe. 2 in. Yeah. Okay. So it's very similar to X-ray cracking. 2 in. Yeah, okay, I think this works. I'm just gonna do it a little differently so that we get it snug. So, let's see. I want to go up with the belt, and then... Yeah, that works. And that should hop over. Okay, cool. So then, I assume we can do these guys. Maybe we start with like 4. I have no idea. I mean, we have 16 of the other ones, so maybe we do 8. Might as well push it over as much as we can. I'll leave 1 space. So the light oil is going to be the output. So maybe the output will just go this direction. We're gonna have to change this splitter and how the light oil is kind of collected, similar to how we did with hydrogen, but that's no problem. What is this? Why is this a red arrow all of a sudden? Did I click on that? I think I did click accidentally. Okay. So, let me mark out 8 first. That should be 8. Now I'm going to use the same sort of reasoning for this, where output downstream, input upstream. It's funny that it has these filters, even though I haven't chosen the recipe yet. Okay, perfect timing. So let's select the refinement. I guess this is like the kind of thing where you have to jump start it, right? Coal, hydrogen, yeah. So these are both inputs. We're gonna need power poles kind of sporadically placed. Alright, that should do all the inserters. Okay, now you can see the hydrogen is not getting used. So that's the other thing, like, technically, this is just 1, 2 hydrogen per second, right? So assuming all of the light oil is used and all the... Wait a minute. If we're researching 1 science per second, all of the hydrogen will be used. And we know that the light oil is not enough. Okay, basically I'm just talking myself into a new discovery, which is that we just don't have enough oil refinement in general. So that's another problem to be solved, but for now I want to finish setting this up just because it's interesting to think about. Let's see, can I make one of these things? I know they're kind of hard to make. We don't have graphene. Okay. How about now? Yeah, we can make one. Okay. That's going to be the end of the coal line. And then I think this is basically ready. I mean, it's not ready because the hydrogen is not ready. So this is actually pretty interesting. So you may have heard me talk about this idea of like, should you output it upstream or downstream before? And what I was gonna do is do the first two down upstream and then the rest downstream, but actually won't really work, will it? I'm thinking the fact that the hydrogen belt is empty sort of complicates that issue. Perhaps. But I haven't convinced myself for sure yet. So what are we waiting on? Let me just go and grab some light oil just to like get it going. But I mean, if there's no hydrogen, the light oil isn't going to do anything, right? So like, for example, if we dump a bunch of light oil in here. Oh, well, we dumped hydrogen in there too, so that kind of ruined it. Can I grab it? Yeah. So what happens here? It's doing things. Actually, it's getting hydrogen. I had a couple in the belt. It's outputting light oil. It stopped, but there's still 4 light oil in here. Okay, so maybe that's okay. I know that the magnitude is not high enough for this to matter logistically, but I'm going to switch these to the downstream output for the sake of experimenting with this idea. Oh, why is it not filtering it now? Okay. Sorter in... What? Okay, weird. Oh, is anyone else noticing that? Okay, then I'll just shift copy for the others. So if I put the rest of the light oil in there, I think what'll happen is these all have a little bit of light oil in them, even though they're sitting waiting on the hydrogen. Now the problem is the hydrogen is coming in from this end. So it's like these guys will grab it first. So this guy will output light oil, but it won't get any new ones in. Actually, it doesn't really matter. I think this is totally fine. I think I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, great, we did it. Success. Let me make a tower here. We could consider putting other things in this tower, but I know I'm gonna put coal into it. So, good job, coal. You served your purpose. And we supply, and we put in 50 of these guys. Alright. Another thing I noticed when I was just sitting here before recording was the power is kind of getting low. A little bit. Oh, the research is actually done. I'm just not doing anything right now, so let me get back some upgrades that we were working on. This is the mecha fuel power. It's just big buffs to our mecha, which is going to be really helpful. Especially if we could do... Oh yeah, this is going to be good too. Logistics, drone, flight speed. Oh yeah, all this is good. Solar sail life. Okay, let's stop. That's plenty. But, I mean, should we increase the oil refinery? Or is that crazy? I mean, I don't think it's crazy, but... I mean, we could add like 4 more, maybe? There's also an oil miner here. I wouldn't mind adding. I'd even be up for like pushing the defense out a little. You know, we're like this little rectangle on a ball.
Replication complete.
I'm gonna build a miner and then think about that after an attack comes. It's gonna be weird though, because they might destroy the miner. Okay, so this is just more crude oil. So I'll just attach it there. And if we need to upgrade the belts, we can. What is the oil being used at? What rate? 2. So it's only 2 per second right now, right? Because 4 of these is 1. No. It's 4 per second. Which is the same as the light oil. 4 per second. So we're going to go to up to 6 per second. Which is the capacity of the belt. So that's perfect. Except for this guy is kind of in the way.
Upgrade.
I think the way to think about it is we're going to extend this back by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we can delete these guys. They're not really doing anything. So the crude oil goes here. Oil refinery, yep. And then these belts, let's delete that. We know they go this way. And I think I could just copy whatever this was using for sorters. Let me make a bunch more first. We're gonna need new power poles, but they don't fit in between them. So I'll just put them on the outside of the belts. Is it as simple as that? I think it might be. Now, assuming that is all working, we have, let's count what we have going on. 12 of these. They're working at, 4 of them is a 1 per second production. So that means from the raw output of oil refinery, we have 3 hydrogen per second. Which is good because that's 1 per second more than we need for science. So some of that will be used for the power generation. Some of it might go to X-ray cracking. Okay. Light oil is actually 2 per 1. So we should have a full belt of light oil coming out, which it definitely looks like a full belt right now. So that's 6 per second light oil going in here. So 3. This is making 2 plastic per second. It's 2 to 1. So that's 4 per second is used just on plastic. And then another 1 is used for this. So that's 5 per second. And then maybe some extra on sulfuric acid. But this is sort of an indeterminate rate right now. And what do you know? We're out of titanium. Our favorite. So you know what that means? We gotta travel to Metallah IV yet again. Hey. But that is the game. But anyway, yeah, I think this is good. This is plenty. It seems like it's like enough of an overflow to like eventually use this cracking stuff that we built. Oh, I didn't finish this either. So let me finish the light oil hookup. So the idea is, and we're gonna need fast belts for this, but the idea is you have light oil coming from here, you have light oil coming from here. They're gonna join up. Could even like do it kind of like this to make some room. They're gonna join up misplaced. And we want to output with a faster belt. And we actually want to prioritize the input from the refinement, which sounds weird, but if that's happening, that means we have too much hydrogen, so might as well pause a little bit on refining more crude oil because we don't need it, because some of that light oil is being turned, or some of that extra hydrogen is being turned into light oil. Okay, so that's the initial like production line of light oil right here. Then we do this splitter here is going to be moved down here, which is essentially just one division. It's like, are you using it or are you not using it? So using it means going to the plastic and the organic crystals. Not using it is going into the X-ray cracking. Also, I'm not sure what I think about this tank. Actually, I'm fine with it. I'm leaving it. It's just runoff. I don't know if we need it. I don't think we need it for anything, but in fact, can I manually take it out? That would probably take forever. And put it in here. That's what I want to do. Is put it all in here. Anyway, this is the new belt going there. So now to actually cut off the supply. There we go. Perfect. Didn't we do this before where like oh, I know what we could do. You could take this and bring it all the way around. Oh, didn't realize we were gonna run into this. Okay, this is dumb because I'm gonna delete it afterward, but oh well. Yeah, and just connect it here. Did it build? Not. Oh, there it is. And then I'll just cut off this. Interesting though. Why is this? Oh, I didn't prioritize this. Whoops. Yeah, this needs to be that. There we go. And then that one I think is set up. Yeah. So we are going to get some coming here, but that's just because we're emptying out the tank. So how is this going to look? Should be a full green, but then there's going to be runoff here. I think what I really want to do is make this a green also, so that this tank will fill up. Yeah, that's what we want. Because I'm essentially, this little hack I just did is essentially a way to move the oil from this tank into this tank. That's kind of what that was kind of my intention, you know. Also, I want to upgrade this coal miner's belt all the way to the tower. I think it did it. Yeah. Just because, I mean, this is supplying the tower, so we might need it for other things. Okay. Well, isn't that fun? Now, is it working? I don't know, but it was kind of cool to play around with that. Now look at the discharger rate here. I mean, this is just has me a little concerned. I'm very surprised I haven't seen any flickering from the power poles yet. but I think it's coming soon. It's just the question is like, do we need to do anything about it? All right, let's go get a titanium load, I guess. We have a bigger inventory now, so that helps. I guess that's it. Let me grab some more of these. Oh, no. Stop. Turn off logistics. Okay. I shut them off. And star map. Indicator. All right, we're gonna do the speed up method. But I'll talk to y'all when I get back to the home planet. Alright, we're nearing the planet. Now you may have seen me look around at the technologies. I think that this whole effort to increase the science production on the yellow science is a good idea. There's a lot of research and upgrades that we still need to do that take blue, red, and yellow only. Especially around military is the one I'm kind of interested in, because I would really like to eliminate the planet base on Metallah IV as soon as possible, if we can. There's also another fighter type that we haven't really dabbled with yet. I think it's just called the fighter. It's supposed to be like more of a tank weapon. There's also that signal tower, which honestly, maybe building the signal tower near the enemy base is kind of the way to go. It essentially, what I think it does is it allows your missile turrets, even the ones that are defensive, like right here, it allows them to be used to shoot the enemy base. Like it's like an ICBM basically. So anyway, maybe we'll mess around with that. Let's see how this all looks, though. I'm curious at how everything goes with the new yellow science production. Silicon is actually empty as well. So like, it sounds crazy, but you know, maybe we just fly back again. I know that's it's annoying, but like, eventually. What is this doing? Okay, it's just outputting from both sides. That's fine. We're getting decently close to having interplanetary logistics. Okay, let's take a look. Now, the one thing weird about this is like, what if it's doing both? Like, that seems to be a pretty big problem, right? Like, that seems that can't be good. Like, it can't be good to do X-ray cracking and refinement at the same time, because something is wrong in that case. But I feel like in order to prevent that requires some additional level of logic that we may not be able to program just with belt priority. So for example, here's the run out of hydrogen. And there's also run out of light oil. And or am I overthinking this and it's totally fine? Like basically, X-ray cracking produces something. Okay, well, we gotta defend. I think I did a defense briefly right before I turned on the recording. And it was right here, so I added like 4 turrets right here. I mean, it's getting pretty heavy. I mean, it still doesn't really stand a chance, but it's looking scarier. I'm gonna continue to like. Oh, I need my stuff back. I'm gonna continue to increase my squadron size. Like every once in a while, I go in here and like, you know, make a bunch more. And we can turn logistics back on. Okay. All right. You know, we got all this stuff working too, so meaning we got a bunch of stuff going into the towers. There's just a lot that our factory's doing. We're pushing it. But yeah, I mean, we're getting orange science made. Oh, you know what I forgot is this. We were gonna upgrade those to the fast speed facilities. Let me go there again. I think it got canceled because we were doing other things. Yeah, it's easy to make. We know how to make it. We just need to research it. So I wish there was a way to just like bump it to the front. And maybe there is, but okay. So we're gonna do that and then go back to the upgrades. I don't care about those as much. These I think are purple. Ooh. Inventory we want. What else? This we definitely want. Cruise speed. Honestly, it's fine. Because we're doing cruise speed inventory. Those are both going to help us for like trips to Metallah IV. Whoops. Put that back on. I'm trying to do things that matter. I don't actually care about this as much as I thought. I'm gonna go do the military stuff next. Okay, so that's queue, a full queue. Is there anything we need to build right now before we're going back to Metallah IV? So obviously silicon is out, but there was another thing I noticed. It's probably fine right now. I actually did this before hitting record. All I did was, this was 2 steel smelters and now it's 4. So small upgrade there. It's in an awkward place in the middle of our factory, so at some point that's gonna need to probably move somewhere else. But you can see these logistics drones production has halted because of our silicon supply. So yeah, but yeah, these guys are working pretty hard. These batteries over here, as you can see, some of them have discharged, but they're pretty powerful, so I'll just leave it. Alright, I'm gonna do it again. This might be a shorter episode because we have to fast forward a lot, but believe it or not, I'm gonna go back to Metallah IV right now. Anything I want to take? Let me think about that. I want to take some turrets, I think. Yeah. Okay. Turn off logistics. Alright, I'll see you when I get back home. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I don't bother slowing down anymore. I just crash into the planet full speed. More efficient that way, you know, and that's why we're here. So, this, is interesting. We could actually have a little bit more, we could have a little bit more coal there. So, let's drop everything off and go put more coal in there. I know it's not the most fun just being like a freight service, but that's, I guess, where we are in the game. Just kind of looking at this again, I'm kind of really interested in all of this. Okay, let's boost that coal a little bit just by adding another miner up here. Let's see, are any of these belts congested? No, but this one might become such, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And then we need to think about, you know, is there another coal nearby? Yes, there is. It's kind of interesting because, like, this side does not really get attacked right now. So what if we do this? I'm gonna get even a little more ambitious. What if we just started dabbling with the idea of expanding a little bit? It's gonna use a lot of belts. Oh, should probably go out further if I'm gonna want to encapsulate this coal line. Sorry, drones, they're like freaking out. They're like, you want us to do what? All that? I mean, yeah, if you don't mind. Take your time. Just want to design it first. Pretty soon the whole planet will be ours. Yeah, that's honestly, I don't even think we have enough belts to fully do this. There's only 24 left. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let you take one more trip, then I'm gonna go get more belts. We have logistics turned back on, so I guess I can just come over here and hang out, and it should bring me belts. Oh yeah, let me do this too. We need to make 4 of these. And that'll be used to upgrade the titanium crystals. But I think part of why we need to upgrade the coal is that ultimately feeds yellow science because we're making these crystals. I'm gonna go check on them though.
Replication complete.
Why do that? Okay. So yeah, it is making a bunch of these. Oh, it really only takes 2 smelters. And it's only 1-to-1. Surprisingly not bad. What is this? Stone. I guess that's going to sulfuric acid up there. Look at this. This blueprint line is huge. So, probably feels like we didn't do much this episode. But sometimes this is the game, you know? I'm just trying to do like 1 hour at a time. And then have patience, you know? Like if I was playing by myself, this is probably an example of 1 hour. Just with 0 talking, as opposed to me talking. But it is a little bit of an incentive for me to like think about what is best for the next choice. I mean, sometimes if I'm playing by myself, I'll just like completely zone out and just not think about anything, or just like mess around in my inventory for 20 minutes. Alright, so we are getting attacked on Metallah IV. You may have noticed I added, I think, just 1 more turret there, because I didn't have enough belts to add more. But hopefully they'll do okay. We don't have any missile turrets or anything over there. Alright, so there's something... 1 turret got damaged. Okay, a power line got damaged. That's a little bit more concerning, but... Okay, so these next couple of technologies coming up, it's mecha speed and inventory. Both of those, the reason I did those is because that's going to help me and my freight industry to get more titanium and silicon from the planet. The other option that we could do is we could sort of rush to interplanetary logistics. Why am I not doing that? I mean, I guess I could do that. I just feel like there's enough stuff right now that we could just be kind of idly researching and stuff, like with yellow science, that I'm not in a huge rush. But the more I try to... Wait, what? Do I not have belts? What happened? Oh, I do. They're just... Ugh, I don't know why they do that. It's so strange. It's like the more I'm trying to defend my decision, the more I'm like, oh, maybe that is a bad decision. Let me just wrap up this perimeter expansion here. I wonder what I could use this space for. It's kind of weird because this was like the space for miners and stuff, but I guess I could use logistics towers to use this space efficiently. Alright, let's move the turrets now. So one thing that would be nice... Here's an idea. This is a dead end right now, but what if it wasn't? Right? What if it connected? Does that help anything? Not only does it need to connect, but it needs to connect with a splitter is what it needs. And then it needs to prioritize this guy. Wait a minute, is this dumb? Doesn't that just means it like continuously moves? But who cares? It doesn't mean it's bad. The stone, I feel like the stone could be improved even. Yeah. Okay, I'm getting distracted. So the technology belt. Technology belt. I meant defense belt. And can we make more of these? Okay. I always forget that they need power. Let's turn on this. Yeah, that is a helpful graphic. Okay.
Replication complete. Insufficient materials.
I mean, these bots come a long way. Okay. Let's keep going with it. Maybe here. So I'll just wrap it up. I'm gonna finish this, and then I'm gonna increase the stone miners a little bit. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. And I promise we're gonna eventually get to our super mega amazing interplanetary and interstellar empire at some point. It's just a slow burn, you know. So, see y'all in the next one.